From this passage, we can assume A. LEDs require high voltage to operate, B. All LEDs produce ultraviolet light, C. LEDs are more expensive than traditional lighting, or D. LEDs can emit a range of colors. Because this question doesn't have any key words, we need to go through each choice and see if it's accurate according to the text. A. LEDs require high voltage to operate. We see mention of voltage in the fifth sentence, which tells us that they, LEDs, operate at a low voltage. As our choice suggests that they operate at a high voltage, it can be marked as incorrect. B. All LEDs produce ultraviolet light. We see mention of ultraviolet light in the third sentence, which tells us that the semiconductor is made of materials that release photons in visible, infrared, or ultraviolet wavelengths when energized. Because this choice is suggesting that all LEDs produce ultraviolet light, when the text tells us that LEDs produce visible, infrared, or ultraviolet, this can be marked as incorrect. C. LEDs are more expensive than traditional lighting. While the text doesn't tell us straight out how much LEDs cost in relation to traditional lighting, we can infer this information. The fourth sentence tells us that LEDs are known for their efficiency and longevity, as they produce light in a very energy-efficient manner and have a long operational life. Both of these factors indicate to us that LEDs are actually cheaper than traditional lighting, in contrast to what our choice is suggesting. This can be marked as incorrect. And D. LEDs can emit a range of colors. We see mention of the color of light an LED emits in the second sentence, which tells us that the color of the light produced by an LED is determined by the semiconductor material used in its construction. Already, we can see that LEDs must emit more than one color, otherwise the text would have simply told us what color LEDs emit. The next sentence goes on to explain that the semiconductor is made of materials that release photons in visible, infrared, or ultraviolet wavelengths, as we've seen. This indicates to us that LEDs can indeed emit a range of colors. Therefore, choice D, LEDs can emit a range of colors, can be marked as our final answer.